We're back. You're listening to Executive Leaders Radio. This is your host, Herb Cohen, and we'd like to introduce Tom Lawton and Bill Chesterson, President and CEO of Tesco, the Eastern Specialty Company. And who's the president and who's the CEO?
We're both the leaders.
So you guys are both the leaders. Now, you guys grew out of a previous business, a company called Advent, that won quite a number of awards in the greater Philadelphia area over quite a number of years. What kind of award did you win over how many years?
Sure. We won the Philadelphia 100 for the fastest growing 13 times, I believe, and we're in the Hall of Fame. We won the Small Business Manufacturer of the Year recently from the Chamber of Commerce, Innovator of the Year, and these are all in the manufacturing sector. And Advent still is around. We're
all right. So you guys have won a whole mess of awards. And who has control of this business?
We are 50-50 partners.
You guys are 50-50 partners in the previous business, which is still growing and succeeding, as well as in the current business. Okay. This is an interesting story to hear. Okay, who's got the next question? Who's got the first question here?
Tom and Bill, how did you two meet?
So we both went to MIT, and as an extracurricular activity, we joined a group that was building a human-powered vehicle to break the land speed record. So we were with a team that built a 5-man bike. Didn't quite get there, but we got to know each other.
Drew?
And during that project, Bill, what did you see in Tom that you thought, hey, he could be my business partner in the future?
So Tom is fearless. He is confident and can get us into anything.
And how did he demonstrate that fearlessness during that project?
Well, there was a ton of hurdles. You know, we were trying to do this on the side, and we ran into all sorts of problems to solve, and Tom was always out there.
Yeah, and Tom, in reverse, what did you see in Bill that you thought was interesting and that would make him your partner?
Well, if you remember that show MacGyver,
Sure.
that's Bill. That's Bill. He could make anything from anything.
Denise?
So, Bill, tell us a little bit about how your relationship with your younger brother, David, may have helped to set you up for a 50-50 partnership, which is usually pretty challenging to maintain.
Sure. So David and I were 13 months apart, and we were very competitive. We did all sorts of things together, but it had to be together. So it really helped me understand how to play with others.
Interesting. David?
So, you've got this unique model, 50-50. How does it influence your employees?
Well, the 50-50 thing really comes from family. We both treat it like a family. So it always made sense to us. And, we get a lot of that, gee, that's odd. But our employees respond to it very well. They feel it as a family.
So in a family, you often get the mommy-daddy syndrome. How do you avoid the daddy-daddy syndrome?
Same as you do in a marriage. You don't let them play one off the other.
Peter?
So in the green room, Tom, you mentioned that you guys like building something from nothing. Tell us about that. Why? Why is that important to you?
It's a real sense of accomplishment. When we first started out, we didn't get the multi-million-dollar manufacturing jobs. We got a lot of consulting jobs, and it felt very unfulfilling to be a paper tiger. We really wanted to build things, and it's very satisfying being in the manufacturing sector.
Mm-hmm. Matthew?
So you guys plainly have a great professional relationship. Do you hang out outside of the office too?
Yeah, our kids were all. I had 4 boys, and Bill had 2 boys and a girl, and they're all very close in age and all still very tight together.
Do you live near each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yep.
Was that done on purpose?
Yeah, actually, we both actually moved on the same day. We both decided we were going to buy new houses and move into a better school district. And we independently did our thing, sold our houses, decided to buy new houses, and it just so happens both of us closed on June 30th of 1992.
Next question. Something about the wives.
Commute together to the office?
No. We did down here. We did down here.
So what's the secret to this? You hear about everybody suing everybody and businesses all blood and guts. What's the secret to making a relationship like this work?
You got to give each other your own space, and we've always done that in business. Bill headed up a part of the business. I headed up a part of the business, and I trusted him to make decisions, and he trusted me.
So
Foolishly sometimes, but
so you guys, it sounds to me like it started with, you really know that each other's playing to each other's strengths, and then you're giving each other space to do that.
That's the only way to make it
All
work.
right, so I got a question. What's the difference between his business relationships, and you guys are both married, correct?
Yes.
What's the difference or the similarity between your business relationships and your marriage?
There's a ton of similarities.
Like what? Give me an example.
Well, you have to listen to each other. You have to respect each other. You both have to
Tom, what
work
do you
together.
think? What's the similarity between marriage and your partnership?
there's a lot of work, and you have to be understanding when things don't go well. You got to be understanding when you got to celebrate when things do go well.
All right, I got the next question then. What's the similarity or difference between building the team and being a dad?
They are very similar. You're doing a lot of guiding, you're doing a lot of leading, you're doing a lot of mentoring. When you're doing a lot of bossing, you're not doing a very good job.
Tell me what you mean by that. What do you mean?
You can't. Have you ever tried to boss a teenage boy?
Ah, very interesting. So therefore, but I thought that's the way you build a business, tell people what to do.
When we fall into that trap, we're not doing as good a job. I won't say we haven't fallen into that trap, but you're not doing as good a job.
As opposed to, what's a better way to build the team at work?
Again, give them their space. Let them make mistakes. You got to let them make mistakes. When you're raising kids, you can see them walking right into it. You know they're going to make that mistake. You got to let them make that mistake sometimes.
Gotcha. Matthew, David, what do you guys think?
Over the time that I've been watching you two communicate very well. Like when we've talked about questions, answers, I've seen you quickly do a side to each other. Again, as Herb said, much like
Who's
I do with
gonna
my
answer?
wife. Yeah. How did you guys learn how to communicate so well?
Practice.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and we both know we know each other very well, so we know
Tom
each
and
other's strengths.
Tom, Bill, you're in a mature industry with at least part of your businesses. How do you stay so innovative and excited? Because you are innovators in your industry.
We're always looking for new things. I spend a lot of time on the road with our customers, speaking at conferences, listening at conferences. Our industry is changing tremendously right now, and we've managed to use that to our advantage. We've catapulted right over our competition and are rolling up a lot more of the market.
How have you catapulted over your competition? What are you talking about?
New products, recognizing new needs and creating new products. There's several of our products. We're the only ones that make them.
Huh. That's interesting. And why is that?
We saw the need and came up with the solution before anybody else even recognized there was a market.
I'd say listen to the customer, heard need,
Yeah.
and then fulfilled the need. We're always interested in growing. We've been driving our business to grow our whole careers, and that's what makes it exciting.
Could
for
you
us.
guys financially retire if you wanted to?
Yeah, probably.
But you don't seem too wanting to retire. Why is that?
We're still growing a lot. We're still having a lot of fun. We've been rolling up a couple of our businesses. We got facilities now in 3 countries. It's fun.
Wow, you really enjoyed the challenge of growing a business, don't you?
Yes.
Peter,
If you could share something with our young audience, who might think they're in a mature industry that can't innovate, tell us what the secret sauce is so that we can share it with them.
Well, you always hear that expression, you make your own luck. You do make your own luck. You throw a lot of things up there, but you can't ever be afraid of making that mistake, and you can't be afraid of switching fields. If you're running up field and there's somebody there to tackle you, well, turn.
Is there a lot of opportunity out there?
Tremendous in every industry. We have a customer who came up with a new lip balm, and all they did is change the shape. It was brilliant. Talk about a mature industry. There's always opportunity in every industry.
What's the website address for both of the businesses?
TescoMetering.com and AdventDesign.com.
We've been speaking with Tom Lawton and Bill Chesterson, President and CEO of Tesco, the Eastern Specialty Company, and Advent Design here on Executive Leaders Radio. Don't forget to visit our website, executiveleadersradio.com, to learn more about our executive leaders. We'll be back in a moment, right after this break.